this king probably had a one-night stand with somebody outside of his marriage, which would be this Queen of Wands. Probably was at her house at the Palace of Wands. And is thinking of divorcing his wife and taking a leap of faith with this Queen of Wands. Thinking of investing in her. So let's get some clarifiers. I feel like, Libra, if you are married, if you are a Libra female and you are married, I would keep tabs on your husband. I don't think you'll find it in messages. I think he's good about deleting them. I don't know how you'll figure this out, though. Either that or he's going to be serving you divorce papers soon because he met somebody else whom he's already been intimate with. Tell me about the Page of Swords for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Clarify the Page of Swords. Queen of Swords reversed. That's you, Libra. This may not be for everybody. I'm just going to say that. But I feel like this king might be an Aquarius, because I see the Aquarius symbol right there. But it's the King of Coins. Tell me about the Page of Coins. It could be somebody that he works with. Tell me about the Page of Coins. Queen of Wands reversed. Okay. I don't think he's going to divorce you or serve you papers for divorce, because I don't think he wants to offer stability to the Queen of Wands. I think he wants to offer stability to you, but he also wants the passion with the Queen of Wands. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Clarify. Queen of Pentacles. Now there's another effing queen. But this one is a match to the king. What the frick is going on? Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Justice. I can see this one of two ways. So either the Queen of Swords is you, Libra, and you're married to this king, and he is offering you stability but is cheating on you with somebody else, the Queen of Wands, and doesn't want to offer her stability but still wants to have the passion with her. Or this is you, Libra, and you met somebody at work possibly, you've been intimate with them, and you may or may not know that he is married. But it's a good chance that he's married. If you are the Queen of Wands, Libra, he is not going to offer you a commitment. He is only in it for the booty. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Wands for Libra. We have the Devil and the Eight of Cups. The Devil can be somebody being in two relationships and not informing both parties. Or the Devil can also be this king might have a sex addiction. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Six of Swords. I feel like no matter what, who you are, it doesn't matter what queen you are, I feel like you're going to figure this out. That either there's a sex addiction, or that he's already married, or that if you're married to him, that he's cheating on you with somebody else. I feel like you're going to move on. You're not going to stick around and wait for him to figure his shit out. You're going to be the Queen of Swords and cut him off. And cut him out of your life. And I feel like this Fool could be you ready to take a leap of faith, ready to start over. Tell me about the Fool for Libra. Clarify the Fool. Clarify the Fool for Libra. Strength reversed. Or you could be giving this king another chance because you don't want to have to start over. But somebody here is moving on. Someone here is moving on. Someone here doesn't have the strength. It could be the king that doesn't have the strength, because the strength card can be taming the beast within. It's very closely tied to the Devil. It's, having the strength to face your demons. But it was reversed. So it could be this king here who doesn't have the strength to conquer those inner demons, whatever this devilish behavior is, which very well could be a sex addiction, because there are 3 queens here. I don't know what he has to do with this Queen of Pentacles, but I feel like he's married to the Queen of Swords. And he's getting some booty from this Queen of Wands. But he doesn't want to offer her stability. The Six of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. This is karmic. Tell me about the Palace of Wands. Wait, no. Tell me about the Seven of Coins. Clarify the Seven of Coins for Libra. The Hierophant. So, this could be someone he met at work. Whoever this mistress is, he met them at work. Because the Hierophant can be, it could be a Taurus, but with the Seven of Coins, I feel like this has to do with work. The Tower at the bottom of the deck. Shit's gonna get real pretty soon. So let me get you some final advice. Final advice for Libra for April 3rd through the 10th. Final advice for Libra. Look at this king. I feel like he's looking at me like, you bitch. Like, I just outed him. You have the snake reversed at the bottom of the deck. We all know what the snake is. That's temptations. And we have the death card. We all know what that means. Transformations, endings. It's time to end this situation. Whether you're part of a third or a fourth party, it's time to end it and move on. Start new. You'll have your justice. You will have your justice, and this king will get his karma. Eventually, all three of these queens will wisen up. Two of Wands and the Hanging Man could be dealing with a Pisces. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major arcana on this. Bottom of the deck is the Priestess, so that makes 6. That's Pisces or Cancer energy. With this, I'm going to turn this around for you. I feel like you're kind of going through, I don't want to say like dark night of the soul, but you're going through some kind of transformation right now. And with that transformation, I feel like you're not quite there yet, because I feel like you have some insecurities. I don't feel like this Ten of Swords is an actual betrayal, but we will clarify. I feel like it's something that you feel like is happening, and you really need to trust your intuition. It's probably trying to tell you that, you know, you just think that this is happening. It's not really happening. 9 of Coins underneath that. Or it could be an actual betrayal, and your intuition's trying to tell you that your significant other might be acting single when you're not around. I feel like it's more heavily the first of the two options, though. I feel like it's just you feeling like something's happening, but you're almost like, I don't want to say paranoid, because I feel like that's such a bad way to say that, but it's all kind of in your head. Like, it's not really happening. With the Magician, I feel like because you're thinking about it too much or so much, you're starting to manifest it actually happening. You know, it's kind of like somebody gets accused of cheating for so long, even if they're not, and then eventually they're going to be like, well, if you're going to constantly accuse me of cheating, I'm going to just go cheat. Kind of a shitty excuse, but whatever. It's a good example, I guess. So tell me about this Ten of Swords. We'll see if this is actually happening. Clarify the Ten of Swords for Libra. Clarify the Ten of Swords. So you have a Queen of Coins, Ace of Wands, and the Star. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, but I feel like this is just you thinking that, you know, this person's having one-night stands or getting attention elsewhere. And as of yet, I don't really feel like, I don't see any proof that it's happening, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But the Tower is here. Tell me about the Tower. 10 of Coins. And it's in the upright. So again, I don't really feel like there's any proof that this is happening. I feel like this is all just your thoughts at this point. So I'm going to clarify Strength for you, but I think Ace of Coins. So I feel like you just need to, you have the Tower again at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this may be unrelated, or this is kind of unrelated, but I feel like somebody might be going through this. You could have somebody, if you're a business owner or like a manager or something, and if you know of an Aquarius that is employed there, I would check to see that they're not trying to ruin your business. I don't know how they would be doing that. Tell me about the Page of Cups. But just check into that, I guess. Tell me about the Page of Cups. Verify the Page of Cups. The Page of Coins, 7 of Cups, and 6 of Coins. You possibly think that this person has another girlfriend or boyfriend on the side. I don't see it at this point, though. I feel like this is all just you trying to balance your thoughts. Tell me about the Hanging Man. 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and 3 of Wands. So you got your guard up. You feel like it's like you're just waiting for this to happen. Like you're just waiting to hear the news that this person cheated on you. But again, not a single card is telling me that they are. There's Strength again at the bottom of the deck. So if you feel like this is resonating for you, it's time to really work on what it is about yourself that's making you feel so insecure in this relationship. You could just be going through a transformation, or this Death card and the Tower card could be, past relationships where somebody, cheated on you or, found somebody else and left you. And that's just playing a role in your new relationship. Tell me about the Death. Clarify Death. The Sun reversed. So you're not getting clarity yet. Or you're not seeing things clearly. You could just be feeling a little burned out. Or I feel like the Sun is saying, like, you just need to work on finding your own happiness outside of this relationship. I'm not saying you need to break up. You just need to find something productive to do with your time outside of the relationship so that you stop worrying so much about something that I don't even see as happening. Tell me about the Magician. What is Libra manifesting? Ace of Swords, you're manifesting the truth. Manifesting clarity. So if this person has cheated on you, again, I don't see that at all. But if they have, then you're either about to find out the truth or you would have known the truth already. Tell me about the Two of Wands. So you have a choice right now. You can either just be single and work on your self-esteem and whatever it is about you that makes you question your relationships, or you have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, or you can, start working on your stability with this relationship and start working on, again, whatever insecurities you have that are making you question this relationship. Not a single card in this reading is telling me that anything is happening. I feel like this is all something within you that needs to be worked on. And right now you do have a choice. You can either be single and work on this on your own, or you can work on this while in your relationship. Either way, it's something that needs to be worked on. So let me get you some final advice for the next week. Final advice for Libra for April 10th through the 17th. We have card 17 and card 2. This is all about, like, assimilating and, being a part of the crowd. This one is going to be about balance because it's got the yin and yang. So let me read them for you. Not going to read the whole thing, but this is about belonging, acceptance, and assimilation. In our enthusiasm and desire for acceptance, we must be careful to stay true to ourselves. Are we really comfortable with the me we are claiming to be, or is it strained, forced, and ultimately unsustainable? So that could be the insecurity that's playing out here. You're trying to be someone that you're not, and that's what's causing you to be insecure in this relationship. And if this person wants you to be someone that you're not, then this isn't somebody you should be thinking about spending the rest of your life with anyway. So just be yourself. Things will work out. And then for this one, balance, equality. Balance by default requires equality of purpose, position, and desire. Both sides of a pivotal point must consider the position of the other. If one side fails to cooperate, balance is lost. So if this person is contributing to your insecurities at all, then you need to point that out and make sure that they know that something about them is triggering your insecurities. So this needs to be like an equal, like, there needs to be cooperation on both ends for this to work out. You both need to work on insecurities and what it is about you that's not quite working in this relationship. And if one of you is pretending to be someone that you're not, it's time to really either work on that or, call it quits. Because you can't pretend to be someone that you're not for the rest of your life. It's just not going to happen. Eventually, your true self will come out, and then, that breakup that could have happened right away if you just stayed true to yourself has been prolonged, and now the feelings are deeper, and it's going to hurt even worse when you break up. So